Welcome back, my extraterrestrial mafia. I'm AlienMafia, and this is New Toon Tuesday. We'll be covering over electric armor, Titan weapons, tank, and this person wanted super speed, so we grabbed super speed, and he wanted to have a great PVE character with great tankiness that will help out the team in the best of its ability. So first off, we grabbed all the armors except for grounded and power surge. Power Surge tier 9s to me, tier 9s in general that have a crash generally are not really wanted in my opinion because of the crash. I'd rather not have that risk of it crashing in the situation that it would be very bad in. So I generally not take it unless I can throw a proc or an IO in there that is static on all the time. I don't usually use the powers, but I generally build the character to not need them in anyway. So we ended up skipping it this time around. Grounded, I also skipped. A lot of times you take it because it gives you knockback protection, immobilized protection, endurance drain protection, energy and negative resistance. But some of these powers and some of these armors I don't grab because you can make up the difference somewhere else. So in this case, we're losing on the end drain and we're losing on the negative resistance, which isn't much anyway. So does it deem taking the power slot? In my opinion, no. So I'd rather not take the power and grab something else that'll help me out more than just what I'm going to get from this. Titan weapons, we grabbed everything except for crushing blow. It's a very cone heavy power set, so you're not going to have like a single target attack chain, especially with the whole momentum thing. So we ended up with defensive sweep because you have to take it. And it's going to help us cap out our melee defense even more because it already is capped 46.3, but this will increase it all the way up to 61.3. So it definitely helps out for the melee defense. And smashing lethal, we were trying to get up higher, but we only got to 42.4.2. We couldn't get up any higher. But Titan sweep, follow through. I mean, we grabbed everything else. Everything else is really good. Taunt, I'm a taunt person for tanks. But it's more necessary for you go into the first mob and then you taunt the second mob, so that when enemies around you die, those will start to come over right away. So it's a very nice power to get in my opinion for a tank. But everything else we got build momentum. We got down to 28 seconds, almost 29 seconds. So it's trying to get this up as often as possible to keep your momentum up as much as possible without having to use up an attack to start the momentum. Having this up more often allows you to skip that long animation just to get that momentum. So having this at a low recharge is very desirable. We grabbed combat jumping. Combat jumping gives us our immobilization protection that will cover over over not having grounded, and having the knockback karma in here, the knockback in charged armor, and the knockback in static shield gives us 12 points of knockback protection, which will cover us for grounded and will cover us for anything tank related. 12 points is over 10 is what's desired for most, I would say, all content other than PvP. Unless you're not a tank. If you're not a tank, you only need 8. Because you're not going to be getting hit by those higher knockback magnitudes that a tank would be getting hit by. We grabbed kick. I put the chance for plus recharge in here. A viewer of one of these episodes saw that I was just grabbing boxing and not slotting it. He just suggested to just grab kick and put the recharge in there. In case people want to use it. I personally don't use it because it's not mandatory. There's to be a little bit more of a perfectionist. Yeah, you could use it because it does give you 100% recharge for 5 seconds, but you're also using another power in your attack chain to trigger it. So this will take away from your DPS attack chain, it'll give you the recharge. So you'd have to look into how if there's much of a benefit, which I really don't think there's that much of a benefit, but I do think there is a benefit. So it's entirely up to you. Power sync, I almost skipped it, but being that it's Titan weapons, I was like, we're gonna need the endurance. We'll probably slowly reduce on endurance over time, on longer attacks, on longer battles, but power sync will make up that difference. Ran 5 slots for the smash and lethal defense. Tough melee and smash and lethal. Weave 3 slots for the luck of the gamblers. The superior gauntleted fist, and then over here is the might of the tanker. Arc of destruction for the melee defense and the smash and lethal. Lightning field. This is something that I've done for years. Is you load up your AOE toggle damaging powers with chance for damage or other effects. So here we go, chance for resistance, which will increase your own damage and your team's damage. Chance for fire, so this is 107 damage proc that will trigger on its own against all the enemies around you. Chance for knockdown, added protection because they can attack while they're on the ground. Another chance for energy damage here, 71 damage. And then just 2 IOs that help you with the accuracy and the endurance of the power itself, while getting some smash and lethal resistance out of it. So this will hit harder with the procs versus slotting it for damage. So I've always done this ever since I learned it to begin with, and it's so much better than slotting it for damage. Gloom. I got Gloom mainly to get Darkest Night, but Gloom is a pretty decent range power, and it's a short cast time. It's only 1.1 second cast time, and it's up every 3.64 seconds. So it does come in handy, and you can shoot some enemies from distance in case you need to taunt them or damage them. And it's also great for slots, so you get 16% regen and 3% hit points. But it's an extra nice power for single target, along with some good set bonuses. And then Darkest Night, because Darkest Night is mainly a resist type power set, so having some to hit debuffs on the enemies helps your defense out. It'll help even out your incoming damage with some to hit debuff. We saw it for the recharge, 5% recharge. And it does do pretty significant to hit debuff, 16%. So it will come in handy. You can throw this on like the AV. That way you can like protect yourself and protect your allies, like, especially against some of those AVs. They're pretty strong. Numbers wise, again, our defenses are good. Not as high as I wanted it for Smash and Lethal, but we got the melee over cap. So this will protect you up until your first defense debuff attack that comes into you. Take like Cimarron enemies. Once they start hitting you, it'll just cascade even faster and faster and faster. But this will protect us at least against the enemies that don't have a defense. So it does come in handy quite well. Just being over cap, that's okay, because once you get hit, it'll drop a lot. But our resistances we kept very high. So we're almost cap here, capped energy, even without grounded. So energy you cap super easy. Like here, I'm at 122.86%. So it caps down to 90. Negative is at 44, but Sonic's at 45. So you're decent against Sonic attacks. But this is without your Might of the Tanker resist proc in here. And once this turned on, you're capped to smashing lethal, fire, cold, energy. And then negative and Sonic go up too. So this will cap your resistances as well. So health, you have your Panacea, your Miracle plus Recovery, your Numina's over here, and then Stamina. Incarnate slots, Alpha slot, we went with Agility Core. Endurance modification to help you not drain endurance from Titan weapons, because it is a high endurance power set. But the extra recharge for build momentum and for energize and for power sync, along with the defense buff to get you up over that cap. So it helps out all around It helps out your damage because of the extra recharge. So it's an all around super good buff, and that'll cover everything. Thanks for watching. Again, I'm AlienMafia. If you're interested on any builds, you can comment at the bottom of the video. This was a build for a viewer, and if you like what I do and you want to learn some things, I build these for viewers live on Twitch Monday nights. The link will be in the description. And please leave a like. Let me know if I missed something. Let me know what your opinions are, because I do adjust, like the kick. I do adjust. I do learn. So feel free to comment. Good night. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.